Welcome back to Local Memphis Live. The Pink Palace's Manager of Education, Alex Eilers, will be traveling to Antarctica in November to study Weddell seals.
And this is not her first trip. In 2012, the PolarTREC teacher made the trip to study the seals with another team of researchers. She's here today to tell us more about the upcoming adventure and how you can get involved. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
What a wonderful thing you're getting to do.
I know. I thought it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but now it's turned into two.
Fantastic. So how long will you be in Antarctica, and what are you going to do when you're there?
Well, I say I'm going to be gone 2 months, probably 6 weeks on the ice. It takes about a week to get down there and about a week to get back. But we're going to be studying the real version of these guys, Weddell seals.
And can you just talk about some of the items that you brought in today?
Sure. Well, on this challenge, or on this adventure, we are actually asking people to follow our journey and participate in a number of challenges. So the first challenge we have hidden in the museum Weddell seals and emperor penguins throughout the natural history and cultural history exhibits. And the challenge there is just to go find the seals that we've got hidden. You can get the little forms at the Pink Palace ticketing. Travel around there and find them. There's a little snippet next to each one and a little code next to each one. You turn that in at the gift shop and you get a little trinket.
Pretty neat.
Yeah. Nice little fun scavenger hunt there. You brought some other postcards?
I do. Okay, so when we went down the first time, I sent 2,400 of these back.
Oh.
And a teacher down there burst my bubble. She had 10,000 of them.
Oh,
so I thought,
gosh.
okay, I'm not competitive at all.
Yeah.
My goal this year is 10,001. So we are participating in a postcard challenge where you get me a postcard and then I will take it down to the ice with me and then mail it back. And the neat thing about it is it has an Antarctic indicia on this.
Okay.
And this was actually sent 100 years to the day from the 100th anniversary for the race to the South Pole.
Wow.
So it was kind of
cool.
neat. Yeah, so these have to be given to me by September 10th, so there is a deadline on this because there's a weight limit with what I can carry, and I was almost over the weight limit with 2,400 postcards. So just get, it's a U.S. postage, so 34 cents.
Okay.
And that's all it is. Just drop it off at the Pink Palace.
All right.
And what are you all going to be studying with these seals? Why is it important for you to go down and do your research?
I'm very glad you asked, and I'm going to actually pull this right up here. In 2012, we went down and put these tags on the heads of Weddell seals. And they were our scientists, basically. We went down in the summertime, in January and February. In the wintertime, it is really difficult to do any research. 24 hours of darkness, it's extremely cold, as if the summer isn't cold. But basically, they were our scientists, and they traveled around during the winter. We could find out where they were going in the ocean water. We could find out the temperature of the water, the salinity of the water, the depth that they were traveling. But we had to put it on the heads of Weddell seals that had completely molted or shed their fur. And my researcher asked the question, she goes, I wonder why all of the female seals were molting later in the season. She thought that was kind of unusual, but she then asked, I wonder if they, I'm going to point to you here now, were pupping earlier in the season because you can't do those two energy expensive activities at the same time. So that's what the research is going to study now, the relationship between pupping and molting.
Now you're a PolarTREC teacher. Talk about PolarTREC just a little bit. Explain what that is.
Sure. It's a professional development opportunity that pairs teachers and researchers, but the caveat is you have to be researching, or your research has to be done at the poles.
Oh.
So they typically take 12 teachers a year. 6 go to the Arctic and 6 go to the Antarctic.
What is the thing that you remember the most from your first experience in Antarctica?
There were so many. There were so many, but the thing that really stands out the most, this is about a $7,000 piece of equipment.
Are you serious?
We put it on.
Oh my gosh.
With $3 Home Depot epoxy. I just thought that was amazing.
Yeah, right, it is.
You know, so you've got this expensive equipment, but down there you have to do what works. And that works.
Fantastic. And other things that are going on at the Pink Palace for people to get involved in, of course, keep up with you, but what else is going on?
Sure. On the journals, you can follow my journals at PolarTREC.com, and you can get to that through the Memphis Museum's website. Yeah. We're doing flags. I've got a flag. And what we're actually trying to do, and this is a lot for school children or for families, you pick a topic that I will be studying. You draw the topic on the flag. I will take the flag to Antarctica with me, fly it over the ice, and then your group or your family will sponsor that journal. So you'll see your flag fly over the ice, and I'll mail it back to you. So there is a little cost to this, but it's just the cost of the flag itself and the postage back, and that's $10.
And the
that's
skull
wonderful.
you got right there.
And the skull, yes, this is our Weddell seal skull. This is when I got a little nervous when this came in. You see these teeth. And I thought, I'm going right.
Pretty sharp, a little sharp right there.
Exactly. They are sharp. But they are actually an amazingly docile animal. They have no land-based predators, so we walked right up to them. They hardly moved a muscle, so it was really nice to work with such a calm animal.
Yeah, and you'll be leaving when?
November, well, around November. We still don't have the date, so probably the beginning of November, because they want us on the ice on November 10th.
Will you let us know about your second
I want to see the
experience?
pictures.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll send pictures, yes, absolutely.
And you've got boots to keep you warm. Right.
Boots and Big Red over there. We've got, I don't know if you can see this, little Legos. We have a new Lego store that's coming to Memphis, and they actually made me this with a little Lego and penguin. They didn't have a seal, but
That is
pretty
so cute.
I'm sure you will have fun. And like I said, we do want to hear about your second time experience.
How the research goes.
Great.
Thank you so much
You're
for coming
very
in today.
welcome.
Good luck. Be safe, of course.
Yes.
thank you.
All right, and for more information about how you can follow Alex in the Pink Palace Museum, head to our website at localmemphis.com and click on the Find It button.